welcome back to Nintendo Minute. We are here with special guest Sam. You might have seen her on many Treehouse Lives. Thank you for being with us today.
Oh, no problem.
Your first appearance on Nintendo Minute.
I know.
Welcome.
What took you so long, Sam?
Exciting.
Come on.
For the one person who might have been doing a Nintendo Minute Treehouse Live fan fiction, this is the big day.
This is the big moment right now.
The crossover
A
event.
Nintendo Minute Treehouse Live Metroid fan fiction. It's all happening. But today, Sam, you're with us to play Metroid Samus Returns on Nintendo 3DS.
I
Very
am.
exciting. We do have some new game stuff to show people.
Yeah, so specifically actually talking about Amiibo. And we've
Yeah.
got some here that we could play around with before we actually jump too far into gameplay, if you like.
Have them all the babies, as you called it.
I'm not going to be able to bring those back to the office, am I?
No, I'm gonna be taking these and running out the door. So goodbye. But the game functions with the 2 Amiibo from the Smash Brothers series, and also the 2 new Amiibo that we showed off at E3.
And these guys are going to be available as a set, so you get the
Yeah.
little dupe pack.
Pretty cool. This one is Samus in her classic crouch pose that is on the cover.
From the cover of the game.
Of the original
game,
from
right?
Metroid 2.
And then my personal favorite is this little Metroid baby that you could squish.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing where you didn't realize that you needed that in your life until you do it.
Until you do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep this on my desk forever, just to squish it when I'm
stress
ball. Yeah, I'm tense medium, just I got this. Okay, but anyways, besides
Turns out
that,
you're the Galactic Menace, not the Metroid.
I knew it.
Come on.
I'm fine with that. But not only can you squish this adorable thing, there's actually some good functionality that we'll show in a little bit. But if we want to scan some other Amiibo,
yeah, we can hop right in. So
Yeah?
where we are right now in the game is we've just activated one of the Chozo seals. We figured out how to do that. But before we go in further, we can get some Amiibo going here.
Yep.
Who would you like to start with? I will let you do the
oh,
honors.
how exciting!
Ooh.
So here we have the Samus, and that's giving us a reserve tank. I'm going to say yes. Let's unlock that and see what we've got.
The game is challenging, so all the reserve tanks you can get.
It
is
really
helpful.
helps, yeah.
Yes.
And it's nice that it's optional stuff that you can tap in if you want to have the extra help.
Right.
This one's an Aeon reserve tank. So in this game, Samus has these new abilities, Aeon abilities, that draw from a shared energy pool. And if you want to use those a lot and they become a big part of your gameplay, it's nice to have the extra backup.
Yeah.
So if you run out of Aeon energy, this is going to give you a boost back.
Right.
And here we've got the secondary functionality as well. So each of these Amiibo have one function that you can do anytime during your gameplay, and then another function that's only going to be able to be unlocked after you finish the game. So you want to finish the game and then come back in and do another tap and see what they give you at that
Lots
point.
of replaying, probably, that will happen with this game with people.
I think this one's going to keep people busy.
Yeah, exactly. Cool.
So here we've got a little bit of gallery content that we could unlock when we're all done. But let's hit up.
So it's kind of nice that the Smash Amiibo work as well. So another reserve tank here.
Missiles,
Oh,
always
nice.
handy.
Nice. You need that. You need that against these Metroids. So perfect.
And the last one here.
Last one, little Zero Suit Samus going here.
One last tank to go here.
Good. So we have a
And
good
energy.
variety of energy tanks here that we've collected from the Amiibo. And then later on, you can see what this little guy does. In the meantime, I'll be squishing it while you play.
So this was from the initial wave of Super Smash Brothers Amiibo. Obviously, this is coming out, but you can compare sort of the level of detail, and you can see how the Amiibo process has evolved. And I really like sort of the back area here. You can compare the level of detail.
The base looks really cool,
Got a
and
great
it's very
heft
substantial.
Heft to it.
Yes, you like the heavy Amiibo. You have a thing.
Except when I drop them on my feet. That's happening.
Yeah, that sounds painful. So you're exploring a new area. We haven't shown this before, so that's really exciting. And of course, I think we've had a bit of gameplay that we've shown where Samus has to sort of collect the Metroid DNA to unlock the seals and these Chozo statues in this world. So where are you in the game now? This is a very interesting moment.
So here, actually discovering another piece of technology that's going to be really handy as I'm revisiting different areas of SR388. So there's going to be a lot of retracing my steps as I collect new power-ups, and I get the ability to access other parts of the map. And this is a teleportation station. Right now I can't do much with it, but if I find another one, I'll actually be able to network them up so I can use those to travel back and forth in the map. And I think I misspoke earlier, so we just activated the Chozo seal there. So
okay, perfect.
We just got to see the little bit of animation there, and boop, boop, boop.
I love the way the Chozo statues look in this game. It's very creepy looking, I guess, and ominous. Adds to the atmosphere of the game a lot.
Yeah, they've really done so much to really build out the sense of kind of presence in place with SR388, and it's pretty interesting to watch the step up where I loved Metroid 2. It was my very first Metroid game. I have very fond memories of it, but it was good for its time. Now we can do a lot more with SR388 coming back here with Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be hard for folks to appreciate here, but the 3D functionality is really fun.
Yeah, it is. You're playing in 3D right now. I'm like looking over your shoulder, but it still looks so good.
So yeah, this is another one of the Chozo seals. So here, I'm going to need to defeat some Metroid and then interact with this again.
Right.
But I know they're Metroid here. If I want to play kind of classic old school, I could just hunt further into the planet, try to track these guys down, find out where they are, and destroy them. But I've got a couple little like helpers that I can call in here, and one is actually using this amiibo here. So let me pop open the amiibo screen here. We'll give him a quick tap.
Little guy in here.
Metroid detected!
Yay!
So here on the lower screen, we'll just see a little indicator pop up. So there we see where a Metroid is hiding. You'll notice I haven't opened up any of that map, so I still have to figure out like how to actually get there and dig my way in. But it is handy to have that little bit extra
general direction, right, of where you could be headed. So maybe we can try to get there now. I always do this where like I see something on the map and I'm like, okay, I'll try to get there, and then I get distracted along the way.
Well, I think that's one of the beauties of the game. It really encourages exploration and just, okay, so here maybe trying something a little foolish just for the sake of science.
That looks scary in there.
Yeah, it's not good. So there is a fair bit of that in the game here where I'm certainly going to find things that I can't access yet, and I can tell, okay, I'm going to need to find the right kind of power-up, the right kind of upgrade, and then try this again. But it's just kind of fun to go wherever you want to go and just see what happens.
You know, with that older style of Metroid games, one of the things that gave me trouble was the navigation, because you had to toggle to bring the map up, and it's so nice to have it here. I mean, this is not the first game to do something like this, but just being able to just glance down and see where you're headed, it makes it, for me, who has bad kind of navigation skills, much more playable.
Always lost.
I'm going the wrong way.
Always. But this is especially good for, I think, Metroid games, because it really encourages you to like retroverse and explore, like you were saying.
You can see where you need to go.
Yeah.
Or where you haven't been.
And then one cool thing that you can do is the map is actually interactive too, right? You can actually go to the map and put in markers of places that you may have explored and want to come back to, or like let's say that doorway we just went into was terrifying, and we can't go into it right now, but maybe once we get some sort of power-up, we can come back to it. If you want to remember where that is, there is actually a way to do that on the bottom screen.
Yeah, and I can actually show you that here as well.
Really nice.
So you've got this pin system where I could drag and drop indicators on the map if I wanted to. I'm okay without that right now. Just pop that off. I've also got this sort of legend that shows me what the icons mean that I've uncovered already. So as I'm looking through this map, if I need a save station really quickly, something like that, I'm able to just hop back in and find what I was looking for.
So nice.
And then I've got the 360-degree aiming with kind of that red visual effect that comes up when I've got an enemy in my sights, which makes it a little easier also if I'm just not as comfortable with aiming, to just use this to make sure that my shots are really counting. And really nice when you're using missiles, because you don't want to run out of those in a key moment. You want to make sure you've got those going. Hi, buddy.
Just make sure you're standing in a safe spot to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Things will sneak up on you really
fast. That's happened to me before.
And as you're learning how to play the game, a big part of it is learning the tells of the different enemies.
Yeah, like what their timing
when
is.
They're gonna
exactly.
come at you.
When I first played this game, and I think it really kind of added to the creepiness of the game for me as well, that I'd be playing really late at night. I didn't want my parents to know how late I was playing, so I'd have my Game Boy and the Game Boy Light just tucked under the covers. And then I'm trying to make my map on graph paper, because that's all I've got.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's hardcore.
I would not be surprised if my parents still have those somewhere hiding in the house.
Your parents knew that you were doing that, by the way. You thought you were sneaky, but I think they probably knew.
That's not a bad behavior.
Yeah,
keep me out of trouble playing.
We all did that.
Staying off the streets.
That's right. Yeah. It's safe in your bedroom.
And just to draw a quick bit of attention here on the lower screen, my little Metro detector is starting to chirp. There's something nearby.
Yes, something is happening. More mysterious things in the background.
Yeah, they're doing a crazy cool job with the background. Just how much is going on out there.
Yeah, totally. And I love the depth.
If you watch too, sometimes there's like creatures crawling around back there. There's a lot of stuff.
There was a dead body that we saw once. Remember, we were like, "What is happening back there?" And then we were like, "Let's not stay here for too long."
I didn't have such a good day.
Oh, not so much.
Whoa, okay, here we go. Hi, buddy. So cute. Oh, get me out of there. There we go. So this is an alpha. a little bit charged up. He's not the most fun in the world, but...
Oh, gosh.
And as far as these Metroid go, they're sort of, different levels of their mutations.
Right.
So this is one of the,
sort of the
more
earlier,
basic ones, and then they get really crazy as you continue to go.
Yeah, and this one, he gets all charged up like that. And Sam, we were playing earlier today, and you were like, just jump over it. What are you doing? I was like, oh, sorry.
Oh, my tank, yes. Ooh. Good.
See, good thing we scanned the amiibo.
We are ready to rock.
Oh, gosh. Okay. You're so cute, but you're so annoying.
No, why can't we be friends? I just want to be friends with you, and we could go solve mysteries together.
Exactly.
It'd be so great. I want us to get along, but that just can't happen. I gotta destroy all of you. That's the way it's gotta be. So while he's got this electrical attack going, trying to melee counter him is not going to work so well. So I really just have to stay clear and try to land some shots on that little underbelly while he's flying by.
Exactly. Boop, boop. Oh, he might be ready to.
And plant stuff in the background there. Oh,
nice.
Yes. Don't want to touch the nasty red plant business. There we go.
Yes.
All right.
I think you just illustrated how having patience in these battles is really important.
This is one of those games where you can't really rush through it, right?
Yeah, you need to wait for the right windows to make an attack.
So you basically, after you've defeated that Metroid, you collected its DNA. So where are we going?
Maybe we just take a wander around and see what we find.
Yeah, let's explore a little bit. Yeah.
It's always so unsettling when you find these little husks and then you know something's
happening. Yeah.
It gets really creepy too when your detector starts going off because you know there's something nearby, and is it behind the next door or maybe the one after that? But
and
I think
beeps like faster and faster. You're like, oh my gosh, what's happening?
Yeah, they built up so much atmosphere into the audio for the game that it just gets really spooky.
Spectacular. The music is really good. Yeah, it definitely adds to that.
Sakamoto-san, of course, has this incredibly long, fascinating relationship with the Metroid series. Metroid 2 is actually the only one he never worked on, but he has huge respect for the game, and it was really nice to have a chance to come back to what's really a classic story in Samus's history, and have a chance to revisit it, and then working with Mercury Steam to really bring this thing to life in the way that Sakamoto-san had been imagining for so long since checking out the original game. And a classic back here.
Need this.
So this was actually really my navigation system in the original game, was just waiting until I got the bomb and then bombing every inch of terrain.
Yeah.
I'm like, something will do something, so you can just lay these little puppies down.
Yeah, there you go.
But
now you have a little bit of help with that. We do have an Aeon ability that could help you with that a little bit.
True,
I mean, you could continue to bomb everything in sight. That's fine.
It's satisfying in its way. But let me hop out of here and I'll show you that as well.
Yeah, the Aeon ability is actually new to this game, and I think they're really cool because, to your point, it's totally cool if you want to play this the old school way and explore and just kind of bomb your way through it. But if you want to use some of these new abilities to kind of help you out along the way, that's there for you too.
This is actually a good place to show it off. So we've got, you'll see here on the lower map, I've got terrain that I've already passed through that's cleared through, so I can see, okay, what I've already been to check out, some icons there. But if I hit the A button, I've got Scan Pulse active right now, and there, a whole section of the map has been opened up to me. So I've got a bit of a sneak peek at, okay, I can see some new icons on the map, I can see a little bit of the surrounding terrain, and it's totally optional, so if I don't want to use it, totally cool not to, but it is nice if you get kind of stuck in a pinch, you just can't figure out where to go, you know there's something nearby that you're missing.
Is that our other teleportation station?
Yeah, so this is another one. Now that we have a pair active, I could actually...
So now you can transfer between the two. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever seen this before, actually.
And these are really handy. Sometimes you want to take your time exploring back through a new area, backtracking to see what you can find. Other times it is nice to just quick travel. You know exactly where you need to go. You just want to hop across the map. So here, for example, I could go back to the previous area. And then take a look, okay, I've got the teleportation station there. I could just hop right back. I don't want to go backtrack just yet, but it's something I could do later, and something that's certainly worth checking out later on as I go through the game. If you want to 100% this game and find all of the items and everything that's hidden within this world,
that would be super helpful.
It really does pay off to make sure that you've found absolutely everything that's hiding within this planet. And they've really tucked a lot away in here. Yeah. I actually love the background in here too with this.
You kind of have to be a little bit careful because you are using an energy tank, right? When you're using an Aeon ability, so use it when you need it.
Yeah, and I can show actually here if I just pop it again, you'll see that chunk depletes, dropping off there. So it's here. And they're still affecting
it even behind a closed door. That's kind of cool, yeah.
What is this? Ice cream. And this is really fun to play with as well. So we haven't revealed the full set of power-ups and upgrades and everything that we've got tucked away in the game just yet. But we've been able to show off a few so far through the different coverage that we've had. And this one is super, super fun. So with this one, I can actually swap back and forth on the touch screen there. So I can ice if I want to, or I could go back to my original weapon. But if I hit the ice, so I can actually do a quick freeze there, and you'll see he thaws off and comes back around. What I actually do too is charge up the ice beam, and then really freeze this guy, and then he makes a nice stepping stone.
Oh, nice.
Couldn't make this jump before, but now that I've got
maybe you can
ice going.
That one there.
That's like that enemy's like perfect for that because it kind of does like a little floaty thing. It's like you are meant to be a platform.
You are just so convenient.
Exactly. Your destiny is for me to freeze you and step on you.
Yeah, it looks like I've definitely got a Metroid somewhere nearby looking at how my lower screen is doing.
Oh boy. Quickly blinking.
Alright, so that door should be all set now. I can hop back to the other side.
To the other side, nice.
It's actually interesting though looking at with the map, we don't have a one-for-one correlation here with the original game map, largely because we've got this new 360 degrees range of movement. So I can actually access right at the beginning of the game different kind of areas and directions that I couldn't in the original, and the dev team took that into account. So the map's not a one-for-one match. They've actually made adjustments to the map and been able to hide more stuff in there. And I think that really comes to the heart of this being a reimagining. So if you played the original game, there'll be a lot here that kind of tugs on your heartstrings and reminds you of those original experiences, but at the same time, it's going to feel really new.
Exactly. So you just got another upgrade here.
I did.
Spider ball.
Oh
my gosh. See, you don't like spiders, but how do you feel about this spider ball?
I'm fine with this.
This one's fun.
It's a name only. No.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I can actually even use a bomb jump to actually like bounce up on something.
Nice.
And then spider ball back.
I do love that when you start to collect these things, you just feel like, oh gosh, so much more has opened up for me, and now I can, now I can go back and do like these 10 things that I like wasn't able to before, and it just feels really good. It's pretty awesome.
Now, there was something hiding up here. Sneak up to now.
Oh, do a little upside down, nice.
Always want the missile tanks.
Yes.
Always.
What's happening?
Oh, there he is.
Is this a baby?
Hi, buddy.
Oh no. Ice beam?
Gave me such a nice opening. We can be a little freezing. Whoa, no.
Oh no. It's just for demonstration purposes.
Ooh. That was fast.
Sorry, buddy.
It's not like that.
Regular old charge out of you.
You're doing a lot of cycling with the weapons, I can see.
Yeah, easy with the touch screen, actually, huh?
Yeah, it's just nice to pop it with your thumb whenever you want to.
Right.
Oh, no. Whenever you want to switch back and forth. Oh, my gosh.
No talking.
Nice.
Wow.
That's it. Yes?
You were hot dogging.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 down. It's all good.
All right. Well,
there's loads more to explore in this area, but I don't know how much more you want me to show.
One more, 37 to go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That's nothing.
We'll be back, in like 2 years. I'm just kidding. But maybe we can probably stop here because that was a great look at this kind of new area. And thank you so much, Sam, for showing it off for us. You were amazing, of course.
I'm always happy to talk Metroid.
I know,
anytime.
Right? All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a look at Metroid Samus Returns. It comes out on September 15th for Nintendo 3DS.
And so did the Amiibo.
So did the Amiibo.
Squish, squish.
Yes. Crouch, crouch. And remember,
Nintendo Minute is never a minute.
We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.